So thank you, Bob. I'm going to, without further ado, turn it over to you.
Okay. First of all, thank you for inviting me to speak to this class. This is a wonderful opportunity. Step back for a second. When I graduated law school, that's what we had. League tables of companies who had produced lots of patents. And you'll still hear that now. This country, that country is ahead because they are filing more patents. Forget that. Those numbers mean absolutely nothing. Because just like real property, do you want to have your home in the middle of the desert where you can't get plumbing? Where you have to bring in the water to have your daily life and or electricity routine? Or do you want to be in an area maybe just outside of Metropolis Center, closer to the coast, or whatever your preference is? Just like real property, intellectual property, what the coverage is about matters. And I don't need to have 10,000 homes in an area that's cut off from the rest of the world. I need to have the one that makes me happy. And the ones that make companies happy are the ones that keep the rest of the competition out of their place because they know everybody else wants to have a home next door to them and compete because that's the best place to be. So intellectual property is not different from the concept of real property because it all came from the same place. We are only looking at rights that one day may have a strong possibility of getting litigated. And if you take it that way, then you won't have to litigate. It's the Oppenheimer theory, all right? You build the biggest bomb you can create, and then you don't litigate it. You don't end up fighting on it. It's the art of war. It's the same. Does that make sense? And remember, the barrier to entry is as low as it's ever been in any time of your lifetime and mine. The barrier to entry to business and productivity of scaling a small entity to compete against the likes of the giants has never been more opportunistic than it is today, which means intellectual property will only play the most significant role in the investment process, to my way of thinking.